Hey traders, John Howell here, and in today's video, I'm going to be covering a recent trade that I did, and also one of my private clients also posted as well too. I'm going to talk about that. A recent trade that did over 100% return on investment. I'm going to walk you through everything that actually did that. I'm going to walk you through the post and so on and so forth. I'm also going to talk about the actual stock market. Is the pullback about to start in the stock market? Really interesting. Also a gold and also silver update. So this one's going to be a quick one, guys, but a quick little update. And I want to share a recent trade that we did. So let's get straight into it. Don't place a trade based on what you'll see in this video, because there is no guarantees of making a profit in the market. It takes you a long time to become a good trader. So this video here is just to educate you to become a much better trader. Alrighty traders, so as I promised, first off I want to talk about one of my private clients and a trade that he did recently, as well, a lot of us are actually on it. You can see here, this was actually posted, you can see here, actually it was posted just 4 hours ago. He said, just close this trade out for 100% return. The 9 AMA is a bit far away, etc, but he still closed it out for 100%. Sam said, this is actually a screenshot from my actual private client group, right? Sam said, glad to hear it. Cadasto, he also said, nice. I also just closed out the same trade. So he did the same. He did 100% return. Well done, John. John said, nice profit. I actually stayed in. And I said, well done, Glenn. And I said, you're killing it, man. He was actually on a Goldman Sachs recent trade that did 400%. And now this 100%. You've come such a long way since start of the coaching. It's absolutely incredible. And this is actually the trade here, and I want to walk you through that right now of where he entered, why he entered, and so on and so forth, so you can get a fair idea here. So as you can see, right, what we look for is we look for a period of really not much going on, and then we're looking for a breakout bar, as we can see through here. So this is where he entered. He was only in it for 1, 2, 3, 4 days. As you can see, right, the market only rose, what's that, 8%, but the option was up 100%. That's the thing I love about options, and the thing I like about options. So this was the actual trade here, and I'm just so grateful for you, Glenn. Man, a big shout out to you, a big shout out to you. You've come such a long way with me and your coaching, and that you've been doing with the coaching here, and I'm just so grateful for that. Before I continue, guys, what I want to do is I wanted to simply say thank you for being my subscriber. I don't say it often, but I simply want to say thank you. I've been getting so many people, thousands and thousands of people been watching my videos lately. I've been getting hundreds and hundreds of subscribers literally almost every single day now. My subscribers are booming crazy right now, and I've been getting so much positive feedback. I just simply wanted to say thank you for being my subscriber. Now, as a way of saying thank you for being my subscriber, my coaching program right now is closed. As you can see with Glenn and stuff like that, that's actually closed, all right? I like to keep it small, it's closed. But what I want to do right now is I want to give you a bit of a special as a way of saying thank you for being my subscriber. Now, the price is normally $10,000. In the coaching program, you get access to my #1 trading strategy. You get access to the scanning codes as well too, to scan these trades every day. I teach you how to trade the options. I give you weekly group coaching calls, daily Facebook posts as well too, and when the trades and so on and so forth. Just like you saw with Glenn, private email access. This is a private weekly coaching program. It starts straight away and ends at the end of this year. Normally, I charge $10,000, but the coaching program is closed right now. So even if you did offer it to me, it's actually closed. But what I want to do is, as a way of, for the very first person, it's only $2,000. So email me at howtrader@gmail.com. In fact, it's actually for the very first 2 people. So the very first 2 people, I'm doing this as a way of saying thank you for being my subscriber. First 2 people only, and that's it. It's closed. I said before, it's closed. So the very first 2 people only, email me at howtrader@gmail.com to get that special. Only $2,000, normally $10,000, and you get private weekly coaching with me and the other traders as well too for the rest of this year. Now let's get straight into the actual stock market here, guys. One thing I want to talk about here is the actual pullback starting, right? Because look at this here. It's just absolutely, we're starting to get a bit of, if I bring up a very close point through here, as we can see, right, we're starting to get a really, we're still trending up. But notice how we're starting to get to a point now where we're starting getting got a bit of an increase in volume today too on the Dow. If we have a look at the S&P 500, same sort of thing, but we didn't really get a rise in volume, but we got a selling off period. We got right at that sort of support level through here. Really interesting. And same for the Nasdaq as well too, right? We're getting a bit of volume coming through as well too. So Is the pullback about to start? Because this is probably one of the strongest candles we've actually seen, down candles, that we've actually seen in a long time. Now, I'm not saying it's definitely going to, but is it going to start? Because if we look at, say, the SPY, look at the SPY volume there, right? A lot of selling actually happened within today. So is this the start of a pullback? Now, if it is the start of a pullback, I'm going to be happy, right? Because guess what? It's going to provide a really good buying opportunity. Trade with the trend, buy with the dip. If we get a bit of a dip, I'm excited for that, because I believe once we dip, then we're likely to go for another big rip in the markets as well too. If I go to, say, things like the QQQ, look at the QQQ. This is the Nasdaq ETF here. Look at the volume spike on that. Absolutely. So is this getting ready for a bit of a pullback, right? And also the DIA. Look at the volume, right? So all the ETFs that are connected to the SPY, the S&P 500, the Dow Jones, and also the Nasdaq, guess what? They're all starting to increase in volume big and massively there. So that's what's happening right now, guys. And as you can see, it's definitely trending to the upside, but we're starting to get that sort of a lot of selling volume here, guys. So, but as you can see, guys, right, like this is the market update. But when you actually, with the way that I trade, right, what do? I wait for trades just like Glenn did here right now, okay? We just look for this. And then overall, guess what? We're likely to get a really, really, really high win-loss ratio. And if you trade the right options, you can have small losses and also really, really good wins. So I'm just so proud of Glenn. You don't realize when Glenn came to me and to where he is right now today. I'm so proud of you, Glenn. You've come such a long way, and look at you crushing it. 400% return on Goldman Sachs, and then now 100% return on this trade. Oh my goodness, I can't believe it. And that's all that's all just this year as well too. Anyway, guys, you can see I'm just so chuffed at Glenn. He's just one of my private clients, and he's absolutely crushing it. Now, moving on now through to silver. Gold and silver here. What's happened with gold right now? I was expecting. Is this the start of see the bit of a rise in silver and gold, right? Because we got a bit of a kick up, didn't we, recently? You can see a bit of an up candle here right now. We haven't definitely getting a breakout here, but it's really interesting to see that we're getting a very, very, very nice rise. Not much going on. Are we ready to start to see this thing moving up? And same for the silver market. Look at the silver market, right? Like whooshka, right? Had a bit of a selling volume here, came up and then back up again. I still see silver probably holding and then continue to rise through here. Especially silver, it's so low compared to gold. So silver has a lot of catching up to do when it comes to the silver and gold levels there. And for me personally, guys, my bigger position out of the metals is actually on silver itself. And I like trading the SLV as well too. Right? Look at the SLV just setting up really, really nicely. And recently I actually put a position on for the SLV as well too. More of a longer term position, not my trading. My trading strategy is what I taught and what Glenn does and my private clients do, right? But when I'm talking about my just purely investing, which I also talk every week that I do my group coaching call. I talk about my investing, what things I'm investing in the long term and so on and so forth and stuff like that. But as you can see, right, a big rise up and then a bit of a pullback. And so is this getting ready to have a bit of a move? And plus we also, look at this here, we've got a slight increase in volume as well too. So is this the start of a rise in silver? It's actually looking at this here, right? So it's really interesting to see that we're getting a lot of selling volume in the indices, the Dow Jones, the S&P, the Nasdaq, especially those ETFs. We're getting a lot of selling volume there. But if I look at, say, the recent sort of couple of months, look what's happened just recently, right? We've got a nice up candle breaking out of this level through here with an increase in volume. If I look at the GLD, which is the gold as well too, look at this here, right? We're starting to get a bit of an increase in volume as we've been starting to pick up a little bit through here. So it's really interesting to see that there's a bit of a selling volume going in now into the indices, and there's a lot of buying happening with the silver and gold. So I still believe that we're likely to see a pullback in the actual stock market, maybe 5 or 6% correction, and then we're just off to the races again. And when that happens, we're probably likely to see a pretty nice and continued big bull run out of gold and silver. So really exciting stuff here, guys. Moving forward through to this year, guys, I hope you can see that trading is never about luck. As you can see with one of my private clients named Glenn, He's just absolutely just crushing it right now, doing so well because he's focusing on trading these really high quality trading setups, and that's all he does. So if you want consistency within your trading results, you must be consistent within your trading. Makes sense? So if you want consistent results over the long term, you must be consistently following a plan that you totally believe in there. So have an amazing weekend, guys. I'm so excited with this here. I just had to do a quick video for you guys. And once again, guys, thank you so much for being my subscriber. I really do appreciate that. I've had so many emails and feedback about the videos I've been doing lately, and it means so much to me. As I said before, as a way of saying thank you, right now my coaching program is closed. You can't actually get access to it, but as a way of saying thank you, I've opened up just 2 spots, and I'm doing a special here just for $2,000. You get access to me for the rest of this year, emails and weekly group coaching calls and my #1 trading strategy. This is a private client group for the rest of this year to help you out and to help you move forward. So just email me at haltrader@gmail.com. The very first 2 people get that. Anyway, guys, have an amazing week or have an amazing weekend, and I'm so excited for this year. There's so many amazing opportunities right now, and it's so exciting, these markets.